and probably a lot of qualified meetings after that because of Connor.
I was really impressed. He gave me the structure and the clear exercises and the honest feedback.
There's a scientific point of view from it.
Super conversational and natural instead of, sounding like I'm reading off a script.
And I truly appreciated his ability to, just to explain things clearly and then just to tailor, each lesson to my specific needs.
Well, I could vouch for Connor. He's a real deal. He's going to break it down to you. He's very patient, no ego, and he's going to make sure you get it.
I highly recommend hitting up Connor for the cold calling section. It'll be pretty fruitful for you.
Great. Okay. Awesome. All right, Sean, thanks so much for hopping on. Appreciate you joining me.
Appreciate you, Connor.
Very good. Okay, great. Well, today, guys, we're going to be going over Beacon, Beacon Cold Outreach Screenplay. So, Sean, if you've seen any of these, or if you haven't seen any of these, it's okay. But typically how it goes is we're going to read through the entire screenplay just so I can get a sense of your voice. And then what we'll do is we'll go through piece by piece, intro. We've got the main pitch, and then we've got the downsell and the close. And then if we need to, we can go through the BAMP. But we'll tweak these if we need to, line by line. But we'll just tweak them section by section. So, any questions before we jump in here?
Nope.
No. Okay. Great. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna zoom in. Can I? Actually, Sean, do you mind giving me? I'm gonna ask for access, and this way I'll be able to zoom in a little bit more.
Okay, you got it. Let me just get over to that real quick. I've got a bunch of screens open here, so.
Perfect. Also, I'm curious, what time is it where you're at?
It's 2 a.m.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, you're a trooper. You're a trooper then. I was like, I know he's over there, but I don't know what time it is. I wonder. Okay.
Give me your email address.
So
you said you wanted full access?
Yeah, if you hit share, it should just show that I've requested. You can just check me off.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay.
And if not, then I could I'll send you my email.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, yep. Cool. Okay.
You're good.
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, I don't know why the Zoom feature is not allowed, but anyways, okay. All right. Obviously you have this copy of the screenplay, but if you're looking at my screen, are you able to see it?
I am able to see it on your screen, but I also have it up on my screen, of course, as well.
Great. Okay. Awesome. All right. So what we'll do is to start, you'll say ring ring, and then we'll just go through as if I just picked up. I'm not going to give you any objections. I'm going to be responsive. So if you ask my name, I'm just going to say my name. I'm like, oh yeah. And so, yeah, we'll just go through to the end of the downsell and close. So whenever you're ready, or do you have any questions, comments, concerns before we jump in?
No.
No? Okay, awesome. All right, so we'll start from the top. Whenever you're ready, you can just say ring, ring, and we will go.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Yeah.
Ring, ring. Hey, Connor?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
this
Connor.
is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? I'll let you know exactly why I called, and then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, and just to make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree, do you still own RSN?
Yeah, we're over at RSN.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
So quick, high level then. At Beacon, we specialize in helping business owners like you navigate the sales process smoothly, ensuring you get the best possible deal while maintaining confidentiality. We handle everything from valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closings. So you focus on running your business while we take care of all the heavy lifting. Getting a business valuation is a great way for small business owners to understand where you stand in the market. Even if you're not ready to sell, a valuation often helps identify areas for improvement. Your business, Connor, has excellent reviews. And I know there are some people within this space that are in our network who would be interested. Would you be against maybe a 14, 15-minute coffee break style chat to explore, say this Thursday?
Awesome. Awesome. Great work. Great work getting through that. Okay. Um, all right. So I've got I've got a few thoughts, and I'll say this. Um,
I'm not shy. You can be as brutal as you want. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to be in the fetal position. I'm all good, man. So,
sure. Well, hey, I appreciate that. No, so I think, and let me ask this, Sean, because this might actually give me a little more context. Um, Before this, what have you done? Have you done sales roles? Have you done customer service? Have you done speaking or anything like that?
I, I've done a lot of speaking to large groups. I've always been
Mm,
at a higher level within business development.
okay,
Actually, on the sales floor hasn't been my role as much. I've mostly been the person kind of starting the businesses, owning the businesses, and ultimately selling and bringing them to
sure,
market. So
sure,
this is a relatively new role for me.
sure, sure. Okay, that all clear. Okay, so at RSN, we sort of have like a favorite and just like a way we've developed how we want to approach these things. And there's really, and I'll get to the feedback very soon, but there's really just like two things that we really care about on these kind of calls. The first is authenticity. And that's sort of how I'm talking to you right now. This is actually how I try to pitch on the calls. Like I don't try to doctor like my tone. I don't try to make myself sound more likable. I'm not saying you did, but or like customer servicey or like we really we think that enthusiasm as that ramps up, it actually decreases your authenticity. And I'm not saying you, I'm not accusing you of this yet. But when it comes to authenticity, that's like number one. Like you got to sound like you're just having a conversation, right? Um, I spoke recently with a gal who just came from the customer service world. So she was like, "Hi, my name is," and I was just like, "Whoa!" Like that, it just sounds like a sales call, right? Because it's just like, okay. And so the reason we do that is just because I don't know how deep you've gone into our curriculum, but basically, like our if you want to, we won't dive super deep into this, but it's really just good to explain. But basically, our brain is always trying to keep us safe. And if it hears anything that might sound like it could potentially hurt us financially or physically or mentally, it's going to flag that. And so on cold calls, whenever we have that enthusiasm or any customer service, or if we try to make ourselves sound like professional in some sort of sense, people can pick up on that really quickly nowadays. And they're like, oh, it's a cold call. And you're just more likely to get hung up on. Right. And so that leads me to what we really want to do is we want to speak with authenticity. And the second thing is status. So status, in sales and life and all this kind of stuff, there you can there's some people who like make it their life to like play this whole game of like power games, right? But which I don't personally subscribe to, but I think that on the phones it's super important. Like this is like we treat this as a high art form, and so we want to approach this as um, you know, number one, we don't need their money. We actually don't even care if they sign up with us. That's kind of the air, the tone that we have. It's like, look, I'm here. It's this analogy that I kind of like doing sometimes. Um, let's just say, there's the club scenario. And outside, there's promoters and there's bouncers, right? The promoters want you to come in, and they're making it sound hype. They sound excited. They're making promises that they necessarily can't keep. But the bouncer doesn't care. The bouncer does not give a darn if you come in. All the bouncer cares about is if you qualify, and the qualification obviously is does your ID look legit, right? And so for us, we're bouncers, and the ID, so to say, if we scroll down here on my screen, it's the bants, it's the questions we're asking, right? So it's like, look, yeah, look, it'd be great if you could come into this club, but real quick, let me just ask that, like, are you 21? Are you like, XYZ? Like, and so for us, it's like, hey, look, like we're chatting with folks like this. For example, in Beacon, hey, we're chatting with folks who are selling their businesses or thinking about it. Before I even get going, are you thinking about this? Is this on your right? Right. So it's more like that. It's less of an advertisement per se. It's more of just like a, hey, I'm checking in, right? And so a lot of times the way we teach, the tone, it may come off as if you're like indifferent, but that's actually what we want to try to get to, because we believe this. And it sounds like you've been in the game for a while, so I'd love your take on what I'm saying. But um, we believe that people chase moves away from them. People want what they can't have, right? And so it's the same in, it's in sales, it's in dating, it's in, raising kids. And if you so we believe if you smother the prospect with all this like niceness almost, or um, yeah, we believe in indifference. So I'm kind of spitting a lot at you. We're going to get into it, but any thoughts so far on is anything I'm saying like kind of resonating at all, or?
Yeah, for sure. I'm on board with pretty much everything you've said. All of it was within the curriculum for the most part, and I think the part that resonates the most with me is really that reptilian brain
Mm-hmm.
aspect of things, and realizing that there's a ton of fear on the front end of the call and kind of
Mm-hmm.
getting past that. One of the things I did today, which was a little bit different from the rest of the week when I've been calling, is I really slowed my intro down a lot. Um, the latter portion of it where it's like, and then you
Mm-hmm.
tell me if it's even relevant or not. I felt like I was really jumping to get to that. So I
Mm-hmm.
kind of gave it a little space there. Um, the other thing I did, the main pitch itself to me feels a little salesy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so if I was encountering any type of kind of hesitation, or if they were trying to interrupt and butt in during the main pitch, I
Mm-hmm.
would go to, hey, no worries. Just can I ask you a question? And when they would give me that authorization, I would say, have you ever considered what an exit strategy would actually look like? And then
Mm-hmm.
giving them some opportunity to speak a little bit. But I agree with you 100%. I think that the main pitch for me sounds like a little car salesy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So then maybe there's a chance. I was just, while you were saying that, I was looking for, because I used to call Beacon and I actually enjoyed it, but I was pitching it very, I tend to dumb my pitches down. I think simpler is better in like every scenario. But um, so let's do that. We'll jam on that for a second when we get there. But I agree with you, and I think just to give you some, finally to give you your feedback. Um, so you've got a really good voice. Like I know like your voice is going to be dangerous. I think right now we just got to add a little. We're going to add like 20% more indifference to your voice, and I have some techniques to do that. But I think if you just if you came off a little more detached, like this would be like perfect. And so we're going to work on that today. But because right now what I'm hearing is just like, yeah, you actually said it very well there. Is like it's just like 30% or 20% like car salesman esque. There's like a tad of that there,
Mm.
and it's just some of the delivery, but we'll iron that out today. So this will be good. So let's do this. We'll go into the intro and we'll work on this first. Then we'll go main pitch. We'll probably mess with this a little bit, and then not too much, and then we'll go into the downsell and close. And I think we'll be square. But um, anything else before we jump into this intro?
No.
Oh, okay, awesome. Let's get it. And I'm going to zoom in here for the folks. Actually, it's a little much. Let me back out. Okay. All right. So let's just do the intro, and I will give you feedback. So whenever you're ready, you can just say ring ring, and I'll respond.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah, this is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. Hey, I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? Let you know exactly why I called? And then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not?
Very good. Very good. Okay. So I think especially just this first part, you come off as very, very friendly. You come off as very, very inviting and approachable, which are all, good things in general. But I in this sense, we need to be. I'm gonna show you before and after. I w- you almost when we do that, it feels doctored to the prospects. It feels a little like it just feels like you're editing, and it feels like it's like, why is this guy being so nice? Like that's what they're thinking whenever this comes off. They're like, why is this guy being so nice to me? Which is the red flag for them. So what I heard was this. It was, hey, hey Sean. Oh, hey Sean. It's Connor over at Beacon versus yeah, Sean. Sean, hey, this is Connor over at Beacon, right? It's a lot
Gotcha.
more stern, but it's just I'm shooting you straight. Like it does. I'm not like we're not trying to sell you anything. I'm just here to like check, like almost because for these folks, it's like, are you selling your business or not? Right? It's very people love just the straightforward. Just give it to me, right? And so if you can kind of let's just like turn down that approachability to you a little bit. Let's just be a little more blunt. And I think this is going to sound really good because your pauses are perfect. Your disfluencies are perfect. It's just the tone. So um, let's go through that and just be blunt. Just be a little more blunt. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah, this is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm in an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? Let you know exactly why I called? And then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not?
Okay, that was better. That was a lot better, especially this first part. And then when we hit this, I know I'm an interruption. We kind of went back to that very friendly tone. So I didn't do that part for you. So I'll do this the whole thing, and then you can let me
Okay.
know. So all right. So and I'll just let me pare it back what I heard this part. So you said, I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab a half minute? So it was just a little too uppity. It's almost as if your tone is on its tippy toes in a sense. So let's just kind of bring it down, be very grounded. So I'll do the whole thing. So um, hey Sean, hey, this is Connor over at Beacon. I know I'm an interruption here, but do you mind if I grab just a half minute? Let you know exactly why I called, and you can let me know if this is relevant or not. Right. So, and I know I sort of have like a deeper tone, but it's still like I'm not like I can be deep, and I can still sound too friendly. Right. Like the wrong example would be, yeah, I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab like do you hear that sort of like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
That
so
high,
let's
higher.
yes. Yeah. So okay, I'm happy. I'm happy you're hearing this. So let's do it again, and let's apply the bluntness that you had in this one to here. I know it probably feels awkward, but like I'm telling you, like you already sound a lot better. So um,
No, I appreciate I trust me, I appreciate all of the help and the feedback, and it's amazing. So
cool. Thanks for being coachable as well. So yeah, whenever you're ready, let's do that and just apply that same bluntness across the entire intro.
ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah, this is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? Let you know exactly why I called? And then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not.
Good. Yeah, that I think that sounds very, very good. Very good. And I'll say this too. Um, let's see.
I went
The
up a
the
little bit on I know I'm an interruption and then kind of
sure.
corrected myself on the rest of it, but I felt that myself,
Mhm.
so
Good. Well, yeah, and I'm happy you're feeling it. That's very a good sign. I noticed it as well, but actually, like I know I'm an interruption. It's almost as if you kind of like putting your hands up. It's like, look, I know I'm an interruption here. I think it's not the biggest deal on that part. It's just the overall tone of this sounds better now, which I like a lot. Second thing, when it comes to pauses, you're doing like you're a very rare case that you actually pause. You're pausing, which is awesome. The only thing is, if you do it, so what happens, it's kind of a continuum. If you don't pause at all, you sound like you're reading, and sometimes you can sound unconfident. If you pause just the right amount, it's just the right amount. But if you pause too much, it can actually sound like you don't know like what to say next. That's just how it comes off to prospects. They're like, why isn't this guy? So while you're hitting the pauses right, I want to say in this intro, you're doing it perfectly. Like you want to have like those big pauses, especially like after you say your name, before just so that they hear it and it's very clear. But when it comes to like, so there's 3 power pauses here. It's kind of a lot.
Mhm.
I would just hold back on like at least one of these. I think, let's see, no interruption. But do you mind if I grab a half minute and I can let you know why I call? Yeah, either this one or this one. Just pause a little less on, and then I think it's like
Okay.
golden. Yeah. So
When I heard you do it, you paused a lot less than me on the third significant pause, the one between called and.
mhm.
That's the one where I felt like you paused a lot less than me. So
Okay, let's try. Let's try. Sorry.
that's okay. That's okay.
I don't know I think it was like this, I don't mean to be TMI. I think it was like a little like mucus thing. I
That's
just like took
okay.
a
Get it
breath
out,
in.
man. Get it out.
We're good. We're good. Okay, I'm good now. That was disgusting. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's do the intro. Yeah. Let's just hold off a little bit on this last pause, and then we should be golden, and then we'll move on to the pattern interrupt.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah, this is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm in an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? Let you know exactly why I called, and then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not.
There we go. The pause is really good. I think we're kind of forming back to the friendly tone a little bit.
On the last
Uh,
part
um,
or on all of it?
I think the friendliness came back to the beginning as well. I
Really?
think,
Okay.
and again, this is like you said, this is like your first week doing this, so like it's gonna take some time, but yeah, just really, I think I almost want to like type here. I just want to put like the word blunt so that we just like remember that. But
Yeah, put
and
it there. That's great. Yeah.
yeah, bluntly, it should, because like even me, like I, especially when I talk to like folks like yourself, like, or like just CEOs or like business owners, like I almost like cut out. I don't say, hey, I just go, yeah, John. Like I just say, like, I'm just like very blunt, because to them it's just like, oh, finally a straight shooter, right? Um,
Gotcha.
that's what people respect. They're just like, just give it to me straight. Well, a lot of times, just give it to me straight, right? And respect his status. So, anyways, okay. So I do want to do it one more time just so I can like check off on this, but let's go through it. And again, bluntly, you had this the way you did this pause was perfect. So, whenever you're ready.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah, Connor.
Oh, yeah. Hello. Who's this?
Yeah, Connor. Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm in an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute? Let you know exactly why I called, and then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not.
Boom. That was perfect. I loved it. Okay, great. That is, I sign off on that. Okay, great. All right, let's do the pattern interrupt. So this next part, um, thanks, appreciate that. Yeah, yeah, run through. I'll say sure, go ahead, as if you just asked me for time, and that'll be you. That's your trigger to just go into the pattern interrupts. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Um, yeah, sure. Half minute. Go ahead.
Thanks. I appreciate that. And just to make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree, do you still own RSN?
And then, oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, great. So quick, high level. At Beacon, we
There we
specialize
go.
in helping
We could
business.
pause. We could pause there. That was good.
Okay.
I just want to get this part down. So, Okay, so my overall thought is there's still just on this word thanks. So we have this idea when we pitch people. Um, have you? And I didn't hear about this until I had started this, but do you know what the word supplication is, or what that means?
Like supplicate being like inferior to them or
In a sense, yeah. So we've identified some words that sort of just auto supplicate us,
Mhm.
and it's basically manners, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's just on cold calls. So it's words like please, thank you, sir, ma'am, sorry. Those words auto supplicate, and it just pushes us down in terms of status. And so like myself and Caven, we really try to like cut all of those kind of words out. We'll say thanks, like we'll go, oh great, thanks. But we don't say thanks. Like we don't do that. And so we want to cut that out. What I say is I just go, great, great. I say, great, great. Just say great twice. And that's enough to sort of acknowledge the fact that they're giving me time, right? It's like, oh, cool, you accepted my application. Great, great, appreciate that, right? Versus thanks, like that. It's just to me, it's a night and day. It might not seem like that, but um, okay. Does that make sense? By the way,
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
okay, cool. Just want to make
Let
sure.
me know if there's any of the other kind of auto supplications that you might find throughout
Sure,
the thing as well. So
sure, sure. I haven't noticed anything crazy else because we typically write our screenplays to be without those. But anyways, the second part here. So let me the tone on the second part is like you're just about to, of course, like just get into something really big, but I can't. I was about to parrot it back, but I can't remember how it went. Let's just say this pattern up one more time. You can stop after you say high level, but I just want to hear it one more time. So I'll lead you off. Um, okay. Yeah, sure. Half minute. Go ahead.
great, great. I appreciate that. And just to make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree, do you still own RSN?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So quick high level.
There we go. Okay. So that's what it is. So you say, oh, so quick high level. Actually, that's really not that bad. So quick high level. As long as you go straight into the main pitch, like I don't want, like there shouldn't really be a pause there. Um, so you say, oh, great, great. Okay, so quick high level. At Beacon, and then you just go into it, right? So it's just
Gotcha.
there's practically zero pause there. You just want to go straight to the main idea. So that's what it was for me. Um, yeah, write whatever you got to write down. That's good too. No
Got it.
pause. Cool. Okay, I like this. I like the pattern interrupt. I think that fixed. Yeah, you're not supplicating there anymore, so that's great. Let's go ahead. Let's work on the main pitch. And again, so we don't love it when I change. Like, I'm not going to change this pitch completely, but what I will do is I am going to add just what's called like the natural language, because I don't see any pauses or disfluencies like uhs and ums like written into here. We usually like to do that, so I was kind of surprised when I saw this, but let's do this. Let's go ahead and pitch the main idea to me. I'm just going to take some notes down here, and then we'll go back through. But feel free, like if you can pitch it the same way, or you can try to pitch it a little more blunt. It's up to you.
And you would recommend on the main pitch blunt and kind of a little bit more indifferent as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But what it's not is here you don't have to be as delicate when you deliver your words. Like in the intro, you have to be very precise with how you say it, because like the prospect has to understand who you are, where you're from, why you're called, like all that, like the ask, like they have to get
Right.
that. But here, because you're an expert, you can sort of get away with the just increasing the speed a little bit, and sometimes increasing the tone, although you don't need to. But that's really the main difference between the main pitch and the intro is the speed change.
Excellent. Okay.
So
Okay, great. So quick high level. At Beacon, we specialize in helping business owners like you navigate the sales process smoothly, ensuring you get the best possible deal while maintaining confidentiality. We handle everything from valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. So you can focus on running your business while we take care of all of the heavy lifting. Getting a business valuation is a great way for small business owners to understand where they stand in the market. Even if you're not ready to sell now, a valuation can help identify areas for improvement.
Okay, good. All right. So the big thing here, and again, great pronunciation. I actually like your tone was pretty good. I think the only thing we need to change here is actually kind of it's a conceptual thing. But
Mhm.
right now, how it's being read, I've noticed that at the periods and sometimes the commas, we sort of your voice is sort of like restarting in a sense. Like you get here.
Mm.
So for example, I'm just gonna try to pare it back what I heard, but I heard at Beacon, we specialize in helping business owners like you navigate the sales process smoothly, ensuring you get the best possible deal while maintaining confidentiality. We handle everything. Do you hear that? Like I'm restarting. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah, I do.
like so
Yeah.
so it's a tonality. And so what we really try to shoot for is this tone that's sort of like like it's like this stream of consciousness. Like I'm kind of like thinking of it as I go along. And so whenever I write these, I rarely put periods. I usually put like dot 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 and like a question mark or like an exclamation point to sort of show you like, so for example, um okay, so I'll read through this naturally how I do, and then
Okay.
we can kind of go back and like edit this a little bit. So great. So I'll just give you a quick high level, but at Beacon, we specialize in helping business owners like yourself navigate the sales process smoothly. Really just trying to ensure like the best possible deal, just while maintaining all that confidentiality. But at the in a nutshell, we're handling everything from uh, like valuation and buyer source. Hang on, from valuation buyers. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Handling everything from like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. So, at the end of the day, you can just focus on running your business while we take care of all the, the heavy lifting per se. But, and then I would go to the next part. But do you hear how like, I'm not even like treating this as a paragraph. I'm just kind of abusing like the periods and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And it seems much, much, much slower than I'm going. Like I feel like I'm speeding through it, whereas when I listen to you doing it, it seems almost like you're coming up with it as you're speaking, which it doesn't sound like that for
yes.
me. It sounds like I'm reading it. So,
Yes, great. And the one thing I'll say is I actually don't perceive you as going kind of fast. I feel like you're actually going pretty um like you're going the speed limit, I would say.
okay.
I think the reason why I sound slow is because you're right. I have like those thinking pauses, and I just kind of inject those. I've been doing this for 5 years now, so like I just inject those naturally. But let me
Mhm.
go ahead. I'm just gonna like go through this. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
take
do
like
it, please.
okay. I'm gonna take 2 minutes and just let me like add this language, and then we'll have you run through it. But okay, so all right, so great. So quick high level. Um, um, and again, it's not a crazy pause. I'm just putting two dots for like a short pause. Um, at Beacon, and I go like that. You don't need to, but I'll put
No, that's good.
um, we specialize in helping uh, So just my 2 cents on this when it comes to like writing out like the title of the person we're calling is it's a little too formal. So I typically I'll just go, we specialize helping folks like yourself. I usually just say
Okay.
folks, and because people get it, like they're like, oh, that's me, right? It's a lot more. Sometimes the informal, straightforward pitch is just a lot better versus like the we help CFOs, and it's just
Business
like,
owners like you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So you get it. Okay. So at Beacon, we we specialize in helping folks like yourself, like yourself navigate the sale. And it's not, yeah, it's because it's one sale. It's not sales, it's sale. Okay. That was the mistake I made when I read it. The sale process smoothly. And this is like kind of like a question. You're kind of going up in tonality here, smoothly.
Mhm.
Dot dot dot. Ensuring you get the best possible deal while maintaining. Okay, so we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale and sales. I almost wanna. the sale process smoothly. Ensuring you get the best possible deal while maintaining confidentiality. Ensuring feels formal. Best possible deal feels formal.
Maybe making sure.
Well, yeah, that would be better. Part of me wants to like just eject that, but let's not do that yet. I'm going to come back to this. Let me just highlight this real quick. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, so at Beacon, we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly, ensuring, yeah, and we really, I mean, this, you don't have to say the word really, but we really want to we really want to find the best deal possible while maintaining that level of confidentiality. There we go. Yeah. So now it's like I'm not necessarily like just like saying what's on their website. I'm sort of talking about like situations and like how we operate those situations. And really we really want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so yeah, and so and so we handle everything. So we handle everything from and again, this is going to look a little messy, but from and we could change this. I'm just putting my language. If we can put your language in a little bit. So we handle everything from think like valuation and buyer sourcing. Yeah, valuation and buyer sourcing. I'm just gonna do this so that we know it's one thing. To negotiations and closing. That way you could that way you can focus on running your business while we take care of the heavy lifting. Okay, I'm just going to read through this so now you can hear it. So okay, so quick high level. At Beacon, we we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly, and we really just want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality, right? And so we handle everything from things like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. That way, we just hang on. That way you can focus on running your business while we take care of the heavy lifting. Uh, it's a little it sounds sporadic now. It sounds like I'm kind of crazy. Let me hang on. Sorry, it sounds squirrely. Hang on. This happened. This is the process. This is the process.
No, it's amazing.
And so at Beacon, we specialize in helping folks like yourself, folks like yourself, navigate the sale process smoothly. And we really want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so we handle everything from things like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closings. And that way you can just, focus on your business while there we go. That's what it is. I put it in the wrong place. I say a lot. That's my talk tick. Valuation buyer sourcing to negotiation and closing. That way you can focus on running your business while we take care of the heavy lifting. There we go. That sounds a little bit better. Okay. While we take care of the heavy lifting. And then this is another reset, right? This is a big reset right here. Getting business valuation is great. I'm gonna say it's just some natural language. I'm sure here as well as I do. So edify them a little bit while you're talking to them. I'm sure here as well as I do. Getting a business evaluation is great, of course. Great, of course. Actually, that might not fit, but I'm sure here as well as I do. okay, we take care of the heavy lifting, and I'm sure, and I'm sure you know here as well as I do, getting a business valuation is great, of course, is a great way, of course, for small business owners to understand where they stand. Understand where they stand on the market, and even if you're not ready to sell, valuation. I feel like this is a little extra. Let's see. Help identify areas of improvement. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna make this an optional riff because, um, like it seems like now we're trying to convince them, and it's like, well,
Yeah, I feel that
um,
as well.
good, okay, good. Happy I'm not alone on that. So okay, I'm just gonna read through this and see where I'm at. Okay, so quick high level, Sean. At Beacon, um, we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly, and we really want to just find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so, at the end of the day, we really just handle everything from things like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. That way, you can just focus on running your business while we take care of the heavy lifting, right? And so, and I'm sure you know here as well as I do, right? Getting a business valuation is great way, of course, for small business owners to understand where they. Honestly, this whole thing just sounds like like this part. It just sounds like we're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Like I almost want to have you go like, I almost want to have you say this. We take care of the heavy lifting, and then just kind of shoot that shot of a question of just like I'm just curious. Have you guys even like looked into this? Are you? Because that's what I would do is I would. This is very orthodox, and I mean we go intro, we go main pitch, and then we close. Unorthodox RSN method is we go main pitch and then we ask a question before we close, because typically
Mhm.
people can they don't know that we want a meeting with them, and they'll just be like, I don't know why we're talking right now, right? And so, but when I was set, I only called Beacon for a short time, but I set quite a few. Like I set like 12 or something like that. But um, I would say something like this, and then I would say something along the lines of like, and I'd say, and before I keep going, um, it was like, have you guys thought about? And I'm paraphrasing right now, but have you guys thought about, or have you guys even looked into? We would get in front of it. We like, do you guys have a successor lined up? Something like that. Because a lot of people have successors. So it was like, and and again, I'm not saying we do this. I'm just typing out the example. But and before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into what selling would look? Jeez, come
Have you ever shat on yourself?
on. Yeah. How long has that been there? Um, um, okay. So, and before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into and have you guys even looked into what selling would look like to? Oh, it's or that's what it is. Or maybe, or maybe, or maybe do you have a successor lined up? Something like that. And
Yeah, that's good.
typically, like, because here's what this does is it makes it binary. It's just yes or
Mhm.
no. It's like, so they hear our value, which is awesome. And then they're like, we're like, are you selling? Do you have a successor? And they're like, yes or no. I think even my pitch was like a lot simpler than this. I was just like, hey, we're reaching out to business owners who, are in this phase of life, and we just want to check before I keep going here. Like that was it. Like that was my pitch. It was super simple. But anyways, um, yeah. So all right, I've changed this quite a bit. Um,
That's great.
I would love to know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I was going to ask like, is this super?
This was
Is
my
this?
biggest piece of the puzzle that I was really having a hard time on because today fortunately, I was able to get through the intro and get to a lot more ICPs. But then
Mm-hmm.
when I got to the main pitch, I was putting on my polyester suit and fucking,
Ah,
smoking a cigarette and fucking selling them the 1976 Nova. So
hmm.
it
That's
felt
good.
that
That's
way
good.
anyway.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Well, good. Well, I'm happy we're realizing this together. Great. Well, let's do this. And again, I'm just gonna make this part because I don't love this and I don't feel like it's really, or no, we did edit it. Oh, sorry, one sec. Okay. I'm just gonna say no. Let's do this. All right, let's run through it. I'm gonna say yes, I still own RSN. That'll trigger you off to go into the rest of the pattern interrupts, and let's just go through the full main pitch, okay?
Okay, sounds
And
good.
then I'm gonna have you. Do you want to ask this question? You want to try this?
That one right there. Yeah, I want to ask that question, and I'm going to put all of this here in red. Let's see. I'm not going to go into the optional down here. I'm just going to ask this question
That's
here.
good. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Okay. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I'm still the owner over here at Remote Sales Nation.
Okay, great. So quick high level. At Beacon, we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly. And we want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so we handle everything from, I think, like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. That way you can focus on running your business while we take care of all of the heavy lifting. And before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into what selling would look like? Or maybe do you have a successor lined up?
Awesome. 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 Very good. I think it sounds a lot. I think it sounds like you're having it just sounds like you're talking to me. Like it doesn't sound like an ad like that was really good. So I think that was a really good change. And again, we really didn't change a lot. We just made it a tad simpler and we added the natural language in between. I know it kind of looks a little scatterbrained, but it sounded really good. Um, in terms of your tonality, it was I want to say 70% of the time you were on, and then there were like two parts here. Where it went back to being let's
Too
see.
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Oh, it was just it was just the question. I think the question was a little too it was inquisitive. Um how do I say it, but it no, I actually it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. I liked it. I liked all of it. I was just like, oh. Um so no, I want to do it like one more time just to be
Okay.
sure and just to hear that, okay? And then, Sean, if you're okay with it, we've got a guest here. We've got Diamond Sanford. Welcome, Diamond.
Hey,
Um,
hey, Diamond.
so let's see here. Okay, let's go through I'll start you off again at the pattern interrupt, and then let's go through the main pitch one last time, and then we'll go through the close. And just for again, I'm happy you're here, so I want to give you full time. And just because my technical difficulties, let's go past the top of the hour if you're okay with it. If you could stay awake. um,
100%. Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
okay, cool. You're over there and across the world, so I want to respect that. But anyways, okay. So 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I still own Remote Sales Nation. Why? What's up?
Okay, great. So quick high level. At Beacon, we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly. And we really want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so we handle everything from think like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. That way you focus on running your business while we take care of all of the heavy lifting.
Hmm.
And before I keep going here, you guys even looked into what selling would look like? Or maybe do you have a successor lined up?
There we go. Yeah. Okay. I think that sounds a lot better than the original. Like you don't sound advertisey at all. You don't have like that customer service like esque like there's none of that. Like it's very you're getting a lot more to the point. and it sounds like stream of consciousness as opposed to like reading a sentence, restarting, reading a sentence, restarting, right?
Mm.
So this is good. I think this is a major improvement, and I think you're going to see that in your results. So very good. Any questions before we move on to the close?
No.
No? Okay. Awesome. All right. So very short close. Let's see. And this is, let's see if this changes. So, because we added this question, which is like necessary. Let's see. So, do you say that? Wait, do you let's see? I know there are some
I don't like
buyers.
that first line. Your business
I don't
has
either.
excellent reviews.
I don't
Okay.
either. I'm taking it out. I'm trying to remember because it's been months since I've been on here, but let's see. Downsell and close. I know there is some industry buyers in our network who'd be interested. I know, see, and this is like we're making a promise we don't even know. So I don't love that in any pitch, but let's see. I know there's some buyers would be against 15-minute conversation chat. Say this Thursday. This part's good. Obviously, this is like tried and true, but let me see. Are there? I'm just looking through here. Let me just want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the it's template. Oh wait, we have variations. Okay. All right, we'll go here. So yeah, that is right. We do want to start with like the most common objection. Let me see. When I was, tell me if this is your same experience, Sean, but like when I was calling
Mhm.
Beacon, people would say, "Oh, we're you know we're already starting to look at stuff with a different like we already have a company that's beginning to help us out," but that doesn't always mean that they can't check us out because like I think like survival of the fittest and like if we can help them
Mm.
get it faster and better, then might as well. So um, if I think if they're like if you say and before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into what selling would look like, or maybe do you have a successor lined up? And they say no, we've never looked into it, and we don't have a successor lined up. But and this is actually usually where people they kind of have a confession. They're like, I've been needing to do this. I've been wanting to look into selling my business. I need to start thinking about this. It's like, oh great, okay, well, and I'm just gonna type this out so I don't lose it. But it's like, oh great, okay, well, look, comma, wasn't calling to sell anything, and I'm not gonna box you in a corner. We can fix the English here in a second. Not gonna box you in a corner. Um, but we're doing these like intro calls. Um, oh, you know what? This is what it is. Doesn't Beacon offer like that preliminary like
Valuation.
yes, yeah, it's a value.
Yeah,
So isn't it complimentary?
it is.
Yeah, okay. So we're doing these okay, so yeah, hey, look, wasn't calling to sell anything. I'm not gonna, sit here and try to box you in a corner, but we're do we give these there we go. Um need to hop, but love these train. Oh, awesome. Josh, nice to see you, man. Yeah, good to hear from you. I'll talk to you later. I just saw Josh's comment. Okay, so calling to sell anything, and I'm not gonna box you in a corner, but um we give these complimentary audits and oh, hang on, it's got to be about a meeting, not just the audit. But so we're doing these 10, 15-minute um, lunch break style chats where we give this really not, I gotta stop saying really. I gotta cut out really out of my vocabulary anyways. But we give this so okay, so great. Call anything. I'm not gonna box you in a corner, but we're doing these 10. Diamond says really. um, we're doing these 10 15-minute like lunch break style chats where we give this complimentary audit and uh, and it's going to let you know exactly where, or I don't know exactly how your business is postured to sell. Boom. Okay, I like that. And then we can go into the close. It's like your calendar doesn't allow a time, say, and then whatever, however you'd like to close. Do you like this? Say this Thursday or Tuesday? Say this Tuesday or Thursday?
No, I'm up to whatever. So
Okay.
that I wasn't actually using that, say this Thursday.
Okay.
Um
Yeah.
so
Uh, it's actually not a great close because you're not giving them a yes, yes. You're just giving them a yes, yes, and then they can say no to that. Um, by that I mean like one option. Always want to give.
yeah.
So just kind of like the psychology right here is we say your count. So we used to. So here's the evolution of this close. We used to say, can you meet next Tuesday or Thursday? And that is a difficult yes to give. Can you meet Thursday? Like, would you please? It's like we're asking, right? So we
Mhm.
switch that to, would you be opposed to meeting Thursday? Right now, it's like, oh, not opposed. It's an easy no, a hard yes to an
Mhm.
easy no, right? But that no is still a positive for us, right? And then after that, it used to be, um, like, do you have your calendar on you? Which is a yes, no. They can just say no to, but
Mm.
um, and or do you have time? Do you have time next Tuesday or Thursday? Versus, does your calendar have time? And so what, like literally what people would do, I could just feel them. They pull out their phone and they look at their calendar to see if it allows the time. And the psychology is parent-child. When you ask them if they have time, they're the adult parent who has to say, no, I'm the adult parent. I don't have time. We're not going to do this. But if it's like, if you say, does your calendar allow time? You're turning them into the kid who wants to buy things. It's like the same psychology as, hey, can you ask your mom if we can sleep over tonight? It's the same. It's the exact same.
Gotcha.
We're just changing the psychology with this question. So we say, your calendar, does your calendar have time like next Thursday? Like, would your mom let you sleep over? And then to even go farther with the evolution on this, it's your calendar doesn't allow a time. So now they have to check. Now they have to say, in the Sandler methodology, it's we're either correct, like, oh, your calendar doesn't allow time, and if we're correct, it's like, well, we already said that. But then if they prove us wrong, that's also in our favor, right? It's like, no, my calendar allows time. It's like, oh,
Mm.
well, that's in my favor. Great. So that's why we changed that question. So it's evolved a lot. It's taken time, and that's a very abridged explanation of why we do that. But
No, that's
um,
amazing. Thank you.
yeah, no, of course. So your calendar doesn't allow a time, say next Tuesday or Thursday, does it? Next Tuesday or Thursday. And you're not in the competition, so I guess it doesn't,
I'm
the
not.
the timing doesn't matter, but you can always ask for today or tomorrow. Like, you can change it up however you'd like, but um does it. So let's run through this. I know I just gave you an
Okay.
entire new screenplay, or an entire new close, but let's run through that real quick whenever you're ready.
I'm just gonna
Oh, oh my bad.
That's okay. No, no, no. You're good.
Thanks.
Oh, great. Okay, well, look, wasn't trying to sell you anything, and I'm not gonna box you in a corner, but we're doing these 10 to 15 minutes lunch break style chats where we give this complimentary audit, and it's gonna let you know exactly where your business is postured to sell. Your calendar doesn't allow a time, say, next Tuesday or Thursday, does it?
I like that. I like that. And I think, well, let me see. Let me see what I'm trying to say. Mm,
You want me to do it again and you can.
yeah, well, I think I have it. So
Okay.
what happens is, I want to do this. I want to go through the whole thing so that we can sort of blend the tones together. Because right now, I think this just felt like we were just saying that I want to get this before it just to see what it sounds like. And by the way, when you ask this question, I will respond. I'm just going to give you the positive answer, and you can go to the down zone close. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. And by the way, I'm doing this because I want to find the answer to this. Once we go through this, I'll have the answer here. We'll go back through just the down sell close. I just want to get the full picture.
So you want me to start from the very beginning?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
do you want me? Okay.
Yeah. So, and you can just say ring, ring. And remember, we're being blunt in the beginning. We're indifferent. We don't need their business. We don't want their business. We're the bouncer. We're just checking them at the door. So whenever you're ready.
Okay.
All right.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah, Connor.
Yeah, this is he.
Oh, hey, Connor. It's Sean over at Beacon. I know I'm an interruption, but do you mind if I grab half a minute, let you know exactly why I called, and then you can tell me if it's even relevant or not?
Sure. Yeah. What's up?
Great, great. I appreciate that. And just to make sure I'm not barking up the wrong tree, do you still own RSN?
Yeah, yeah. I'm still an owner of RSN. Why? What's up?
Okay, great. It's a quick high level. At Beacon, we specialize in helping folks like yourself navigate the sale process smoothly. And we really want to find you the best possible deal while maintaining that level of confidentiality. And so we handle everything from think like valuation and buyer sourcing to negotiations and closing. That way you focus on running your business while we take care of all of the heavy lifting.
Mm.
And before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into what selling would look like? Or maybe do you have a successor lined up?
You know what? We've been needing to, and no, we don't have a successor lined up. So, that's a good question. No.
Oh, great. Okay, well, look, I wasn't trying to sell anything and I'm not going to box you into a corner, but we're doing these 10 to 15 minutes lunch break style chats where we give this complimentary audit and it's going to let you know exactly how your business is postured to sell. Your calendar doesn't allow a time, say next Tuesday or Thursday, does it?
There we go. Okay. All right. So I've got a few things. Number one, awesome intro. Great job on the intro. That was great. Good pattern interrupt. The one thing, and we're gonna come back to the down sell and close. I know we're focused on that, but with the pattern interrupt, I want to add just a little bit. So quick high level. Okay, great. So you say, okay, great. I'm gonna say instead of just so quick high level, I'm gonna say, okay, great. No worries. Oh wait, no. Okay, great. Let me give you a quick. There we go. Let me give you a quick high level. That's better than just so quick high level. Let me give you a quick high level. At Beak, that's the second thing. When we say let's we're holding the M a little too long on every time we say and so it's starting to sound like, how do I say? Force isn't the right word, but it's seeming like we're reading the disfluency. So for example, I'll parrot this back to you and then I'll show you kind of how I
Okay.
want it. But so we say, okay, great. Let me give you a quick high level. At Beacon, we specialize in helping. Did you hear that? I'm like,
Yeah,
I kind of hold the, and that's just how it's coming out right now. Especially, let's see. So just a little softer on the M's. So it's like this.
gotcha.
Okay, great. Let me give you a quick high level. Um, at Beacon, we, and that can even be an like again, your preference. Like you can change this to or whatever. I think
Gotcha.
it's just those two to go there. But let's see here. Let's change this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So besides that, like that was all I noticed. I'm just being nitpicky now. Besides that, I think it sounded great. I will say for this downsell and close,
Uh-huh.
we're getting back to being a little too friendly. I think this part, it's not blunt. It's just being straight up with the person. It's just like, oh, great. Let me. I'll parrot back what I heard, and then I'll give you the example I would like. So you said, okay, great. Well, look, what wasn't calling to sell anything, and I'm not going to box you in a corner, but we're doing these 10, 15 minutes, lunch break style chats where you give this See, it was just, it's still a little on its tippy toes in a sense. Like it's still like, it's
Mhm.
just kind of up there. I think you can relax a lot. I think you can just kind of be a little nonchalant with these down songs. It's just, oh, okay, great. Well, look, wasn't calling to sell anything. I'm not going to, sit here and try to box you in a corner, but we're doing these 10, 15 minutes, like lunch break style chats where we give this complimentary audit, and it's going to let you know exactly how your business is postured to sell. But your calendar doesn't allow time, say, next Tuesday or Thursday, does it? Right? See how I'm almost like at this point, I've sat next to you at the bar long enough to where I can kind of talk to you like a friend in a sense, right? Like we're elbow to elbow, we're just kind of like chilling at this point. It can be nonchalant. Um, yeah, we don't need to be as like careful here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It does
Okay,
actually.
cool. Okay, so let's good. Okay, so let's do this, and then we'll close up because I don't want to hold you for too long. I know you gotta go to bed. Um,
Gotta fucking
and
sleep. No.
yeah, seriously. So let's do this. Let's ask me this question. I'll give you the answer, then you can just go to the downsell. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
And before I keep going here, have you guys even looked into what selling would look like? Or maybe do you have a successor lined up?
No to both, but I know it's important, so I'd be open to it.
Oh, great. Okay, well, look, I wasn't trying to sell anything, and I'm not going to box you into a corner, but we're doing these 10 to 15 minutes lunch break style chats where we give this complimentary audit, and it's going to let you know exactly how your business is postured to sell. Your calendar doesn't allow a time, say, next Tuesday or Thursday, does it?
Boom. Oh my gosh. Like I just, again, to my ears, just a major difference. I think you sound actually more confident. I think you sound more confident when you relax like this, in my opinion. Like you just come off like you're like, all right, let's just do it. Let's do it. Right. And like in
Mm.
your world, I'm sure you probably hear and hear the same things. Like you said that you're doing all these businesses, like you hear these like these, and maybe yourself is one of these high level guys, but it's like they don't um they're just indifferent, whether it works out like they just, I don't know. I have the idea in my head, it's not thought out. Let's just keep going. Okay, so now you know what, that might be it, but I want to take any of your questions. I think we've really carved out a good pitch here. I think that in the intro, we just need to be a little more blunt. Same here. This just needed some natural language. This question, I think, is going to help you a lot. And then that'll set you up for the close, which I think now is a lot better. Any questions? Great work.
No, man, it was actually fantastic. I I want to do this on all of
Oh my God.
my ones coming up too as well. This is actually great. Absolutely amazing. So
Great, great. Awesome. Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm getting a call right now.
go.
So I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right, peace. Bye.
Awesome. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you.